But speaking of bags of stuff, the seemingly the only tour that's happening in 2020, as of right now, anyway, is the Stadium Tour. That's this massive production of Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, and Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, who I fucking love. Uh, what's your take on that tour? The fact that as of right now, it's May 29th, that it hasn't been cancelled, and the lineup itself.
Well, first of all, I think everybody expects it to be canceled, but it's such a big undertaking that I'm thinking the bands are hoping that instead of canceling the whole tour, they'll just have to cancel individual shows. You know, it was supposed to start, I guess, in the third week of June or early July. I think they're kind of hoping that they'll cancel that first week of shows, that second week of shows, and by the time we roll around to August 1st, they'll say, all right, these 10 shows can happen. That's what I think their thinking is. Now, of course, I have no idea on what's going on, other than I get this sense that they just don't want to throw the whole thing out. They just want to sort of piece by piece dismantle it. Other than that, I think the lineup was great. There was also Tuck Smith and the Restless Hearts that were going to open. So you've got this 5-band package. Tuck Smith is a terrific, terrific artist that more people should know about. Joan Jett on the bill. You know, Joan is a great artist, great songs. I'm not sure she necessarily falls into that hair metal genre with the Def Leppards and the Motley Crues. But that said, she's great to watch. And of course, you can't go wrong with Poison, Def Leppard, one of my favorites. And Motley Crue, man, the reunion tour, the band back after they said it was over and we'll never do this again. So, hey, we get a second chance to see them say goodbye.
But Motley Crue are one of these very few bands where I don't like one song of theirs. I just never got it. Like, I'm not a big Pearl Jam fan, but everybody likes Alive and Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
And even Flow, there's 3. But I just think that to put on Metallica did that thing, the Big Four, about a decade ago, I think it was, which is terrifying to think about. But for them to attempt to do a tour of this size with all these acts at this age, I think was always going to be a problem, regardless. Like Vince Neil, for example, I don't think today he was busting his arse in the gym.
Right.
I think he was probably drinking gin instead of at the gym. But I just think that, because, well, I'm not really a Motley Crue fan anyway, but the organization, the scheduling of the bands, I think is a huge mistake. It'll be like having lasagna for starter and then just plain rice for the main course. It's like, no, if you mix that around, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, but I mean, you also have to look at record sales and singles and charts. I mean, whether you like them or lump them, they have had a lot of success. And, you know, you can't put Motley Crue at the beginning of that tour. I mean, there's no way to legitimize or rationalize that Joan Jett should come on after Motley Crue. It wouldn't make sense. And Def Leppard and Motley Crue are sort of equal in terms of album chart success. So they were going to sort of flip-flop the co-headlining spot anyway, which makes sense. One could argue that maybe Def Leppard these days is a little more relevant. Some might dispute that with me, but you know, the bill was okay. And Poison is a great band, one of my favorite bands, but I think it's not difficult to say that Motley Crue had a more prolific career, and I think Def Leppard had a more prolific career. And in fact, Poison opened up for Def Leppard as far back, or as close to, I think it was 2014, 2015. So there is some precedent there for them being the opening band on that. They also opened for Kiss in 2004. So Poison has that in them to be a great opening band.
And just before we move on from that topic, I've got to tell you this quick story. Last summer, I went to see Fleetwood Mac
Mm-hmm.
down in Dublin, and it was fucking amazing. And I remember there was this guy standing near me with this really shit, stupid looking hair. And I remember saying to my friends, he better not fucking get in the way because he's tall and his hair's stupid. And I'm trying to watch the band and all this shit. The next day, uploading photographs and videos to my Instagram, which is at the Hughezy. I'm sure you're definitely going to follow me now.
Of course.
I zoomed in on that stupid guy's hair. It was
The
Joe
guy in
Elliott
front of
from
you?
Def. It was Joe Elliott from Def Leppard. The whole fucking time had been standing in front of me for about 2 hours, and it was like
And
I would have shit.
did you get a picture with him after?
No, because I didn't realize until it was the next day. I was at home and it's like what the fuck? I love Def Leppard, and now looking back, his hair is lovely.
Yeah, he's got great. You got to send me that picture. So see, you got to hang out with a rock star all night.